And welcome on back to the next episode of our guide into the Heritage A Dragon's Tale speedrun. I love how I can never say this the full name Heritage of Dragon's Tale and be fully confident that it's going to come out right. That's just how my brain, quote unquote, works. Okay, I'm kind of amazed I landed on that platform when I did. Definitely take it though. Yeah, some more kind of basic platforming. Now, once we start getting to the next, like, especially the next region of the run, that's when you're going to be seeing a lot of more like specific notes and movement and tech and stuff like that. But most of these sections are still pretty much the same thing we've seen before. Just gotta make sure you head in the right direction. Like, you go left here, you skip that chest. You can go above or below. It doesn't really make too big a difference. I feel like going below is safer for whatever reason. I don't have a really good explanation as to why. It just kind of feels that way. Okay, so we'll pop it on the other side of the ocean. First thing you want to do is you want to go up here. We'll be... Stupid random. And yeah, since we got the Ganon encounter, we're technically facing harder enemies, which is unfortunate. Okay, level this fish actually helped me. Yeah, so we'll be coming up here. We'll go into this little tiny little alcove in this like singular Stonehenge wall if we don't get randoed. I don't think I've actually seen that particular piece of terrain before. That's interesting. But yeah, we'll enter into here to get a very good safety and offense scroll, the counterattack. So at this point, we can actually literally just run into enemies, activate a counterattack, and we'll do a bunch of damage to them and give ourselves some iframes at the same time. Okay, so once we've got that, we enter this tower here. We immediately leave. We're only using this as a fast travel point from this point. So then, for the way I'm currently doing the route, I head south toward the fire region. Because here is going to be a very useful ability to make sure that the rest of this run is a lot more survivable, given the health that we usually have. We enter the fire area. The Kingdom of Death. So yeah, this is the section where I definitely got annoyed when I played casually, because literally just everything is red and orange here, so everything kind of meshes together. You do kind of get used to it when you recognize like what sprites are actually like worth looking at and stuff like that. But yeah, be prepared to get a little angry with this section when you first start running it. Because part of the issue is that almost everything in this area can set you on fire on contact. That's from enemies to the lava on the floor down there. If we fall in that lava, we're instantly on fire no matter what happens. And then there's also going to be lava plumes like that, which will also do the same thing, and also block your movement entirely. Some sections like that one, you can get past those ahead of time if you're fast enough. Some of them, you are just kind of doing the best you can to avoid the worst situations. Because you will be stopped by at least one on a regular basis. And also the fireballs that are coming out of the lava like that, those are actually just regular enemies. You can attack them with a single swipe and boom, they'll just be dead. Yeah, imagine like the I think they're called Potoboos in Super Mario World. Imagine those, but you can actually get rid of them. It's such an amazing concept. They're not worth a lot of XP, but they're worth a modest amount. You probably could do the wind spell to go faster from there, but eh. So yeah, you can use the wind spell to jump over some of these lava plumes. There are going to be some, though, that just will not work. Also, that guy can troll you and he can stun lock you for like 18 years on end. Thankfully, he didn't decide to do that to us. But yeah, for the most part, how did I avoid that damage? I'll take it, though. Okay, this has actually been a pretty good run of this stage for me so far. Actually, I almost wish I was timing this. Yeah, anytime you can be like above the screen and away from the fray of like everything, that's usually a winning move. More extended long jumps. Yeah, you definitely want to go above this guy here. This is another case where he can stun lock you if he still chooses, and he will choose to do so. It is literally his favorite thing. Yeah, dash through those fire plumes so you can get by a little faster. Okay, if you don't fall into lava, you can actually just dash through all that and get through basically scot-free without taking any damage. All right, when you start this section, you also want to get one more level up attack so you can take care of the fire bats and basically like attack it and destroy them in one hit. It is a very nifty capability. So in this case, we do have to wait for this one to go down because there's no safe way to go across without taking a bunch of damage. Okay, thankfully it was already on fire, so I couldn't get it on fire again. Yeah, I think the iframes from sliding into that guy there do prevent you from getting stunned, which is why you want to do that for that particular enemy. Okay, we gotta hit at that one. Go. Oh, God. I gotta set on fire somehow. I am literally playing with fire, but I won a second go. Yeah, there is so much that can go wrong on just that one screen. I'm so lucky that none of it went wrong. Not how I intended that movement to work, but it worked out perfectly. No, as long as I don't get set on fire, I consider that a success. Also, as long as I don't get poisoned, that's... oh, God damn it. I fear to have burst into flames. Okay, no health from there. Oh, I didn't realize I was at half a heart already. Dang it. That was actually such a good run, too. I think we were literally just about to get to the checkpoint, too. That's what sucks about that. And yeah, some platforms like that, you actually don't really save any time with doing the extended long jump. But it's still kind of fun to do it regardless. And that's the case of using a damage boost to just like stay in the air relatively and out of the lava. Damage boosts aren't like the easiest thing to do, but they can actually help in some circumstances. Oh, God. Oh, come on. Oh, my God, please. You know what? Sure, we'll use the Omni Restorative. Oh, I barely avoided the lava there. Oh, I got lucky there. Yeah, there is no shame in having just like lucky movement to be able to get like you survive an area. And yeah, we were literally half a room away from the checkpoint. So that is a section we cannot skip because of just how high that thing goes. Thankfully, the enemies do also die when they hit that, so that's a positive. Wait for that. Oh, then you have that freaking guy doing his freaking fire things. Wait for you to go down. There we go. Okay, so now we have our first mini-boss. So this is the only case in which the ice spell is actually good for combat. You can get a oh, actually, I got 4 ticks of damage there. That I was not expecting. Okay, get more magic. Yeah, grab that now. Next, one thing you can do as well if you have plenty of health and you're willing to kind of gamble some of it is you can actually kind of get like a pogo chain effect going on. You can get him like right as he's right above where he's about to spawn, kind of like that. And actually, if you have a bunch of level up points available for some fast heals, I think it's actually probably even better strat, honestly. So yeah, at this point we would level up. Yeah, especially because that does basically more ticks per second of damage in addition to doing more damage. There we go, just like that. So yeah, if you're inside an enemy hitbox, you actually basically keep getting knocked upward if you're doing the down stab, and you keep your attack frames also keep resetting when you do that. That's a good way to be able to go through that pretty quickly. Alright, so the rest of these videos are probably going to be a little bit longer because I have these in my current speedrun splits as kind of like 2 stages in one. So I have like the introductory stage, then I have the actual main boss stage that I include. So I'm just going to keep the kind of same consistency with these guide videos. Freaking hell. I'm going to keep the same consistency with the guide videos. So we're going to see basically the entire fire section, the entire dark section, and the entire cold section in a single video, instead of just individual stages. Oh, that took so much of my health. Then we head left. We will skip this cave. This cave doesn't have anything useful for us. We head straight down across this bridge. And then there's a little cave here that we do want to enter. This cave, the reward for this cave will be a half damage relic. So we literally take half damage from everything else in the rest of the game, including poison and burn. So yeah, it is very useful for being able to keep kind of just sane in a speedrun of this. Can I, by any chance, get a free heal? Yes, I can. Perfect. Then we can do more of a pogo ability. Okay, we'll start off with this, just because. Then also, when your ice spell is doing damage, you cannot do regular sword damage at the same time either. Because you basically can't, like, stack damage ticks like that. Which is unfortunate, but... Oh, okay, did not position that correctly. Another safety level up. Yeah, you're a little too close to that magic. Actually, I guess I could have grabbed the magic potion. Oh well. Yeah, this was a section where I would be doing like a level up to attack right here. Which actually, maybe it would actually still be more, actually probably be more useful, honestly. So I'd actually be using the effect of it. Yeah, you know what? I should have done this earlier. Actually, I guess it does get rid of our safety levels. But yeah, this will just melt him now. Yeah. Look how quick that was. And we still get healing afterward, too, because he drops just so much. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually implement that in the proper speedrun going forward, because that just seems so much faster. And as long as I'm careful enough, I can implement it without any real consequences. But yeah, that should make the speedruns faster now, so let's go. Fortunately, if he attacks you with anything, it does knock you out of the stun immediately. So there's at least that benefit to getting hit by it after all. Well, we should be out of this section soon, so we shouldn't be taking too much fire damage. Actually, no, we only... Okay, I guess the damage over time does not get lowered. Good to know. Yeah, I gotta wait for this thing. Let me put the wind spell back on so I get some extra movement if I need to. There we go. Ah, come on. I'm still working on the jump timing to make sure that's actually, like, efficient. But this one you actually can get across as long as you're careful with how and when you jump. So yeah, definitely do that if you're comfortable with it. Dang it. And here we are at the boss. So this is the boss that Yeah, I'm still kind of mixed on how I feel about this boss. You can do some level of pogoing on him, but it's not nearly as effective as was the prior boss. What you're going to be doing the most damage with is honestly your boomerang. You can just kind of do this to him when he's kind of chilling at you with this. Because this is kind of like his easily targetable attack is what I'll call it. And he does it like so often too. Yeah, you can kind of do some damage with him with this. Okay, do I have any? I do not have any burn ointments. That's unfortunate. So yeah, I'm going to probably be relying on some extra levels. Yeah, the fact that he does this particular attack like several times does make it fairly easy to kind of predict for the most part. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god, please. I'm just trying to get the potion. That was heckin' rude. Well, that actually made things worse, honestly. You know what, we're doing a safety level. Yeah, if you don't want to lose time, safety level. Abso-heckin-lutely. Yeah, that was actually a really good fight, all things considered. I suppose I didn't really explain a lot of what I was doing. Like, I guess I did kind of, like, there are sometimes we can pogo him and be kind of decent, as long as you can avoid most of the fire, which unfortunately he can also set you on fire. But yeah, otherwise just mostly throw the boomerang when he's on the sides, and that doesn't matter what phase he's in, it's effective either way. But yeah, that's basically how I do that fight. And that'll be it for this part of the video, because we just got done with the fire region. In the next video, we'll be taking care of the dark/undead region. So we'll stop back in, and we will continue on the guide in the next